This year we talking.
Hello, hello.
आशीष तूने स्ट्रीम ज्वाइन किया.
It's working.
अच्छा हाँ.
Yeah.
Okay.
मैं ओपन करती हूँ पहले ये हो जाए उसके बाद. Is someone there? Nobody is come. Hi. Hello. Hi, Ashish. Hi everyone, it's mandatory for you to switch on your cameras. Can you please do the same? And also, if you can write your college name along. So say Sneha Kumari Gupta along with the college name so that we know which college you're from. Thank you. What I meant was not in the chat box, but in your name. If you can just change your name with your college name.
Hello, I'm Deepshika and I'm from IHMR University, Jaipur.
Sister, we will start. Once again, I request please have your college name along with your name. So Rishabh Jain hyphen your college name, and also switch on the cameras because we find some of the outsiders also coming in. So we want to make sure you're students of the registered college itself. All right. Deepshika, whichever college you belong to, am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So thank you for coming on this call. We have this is our third pre-placement between yesterday and today, and there were a lot of colleges where people were one conference and so forth. So thank you so much for coming on to that. Next slide, please. So thank you for the response. We had 4,000 applications from 60 colleges. We had 9 of the IIMs, couple of them I see today. 5 of the IITs, 5 IITs and 9 IIMs and IHMR, ITM, FMS Delhi, IIFT, MDI, GIM, XLRI, XIM, Symbiosis, NMIMS, Jamnalal Bajaj, NL Dalmia, Chetna, several colleges, which have, joined us. So thank you so much for that. There's a capacity of, there's a limited capacity on, Google. Once we exceed the capacity, it will be live on YouTube, and we have sent the link to all the respective placement coordinators for you to view through that. Yeah. So thank you once again. 4,000 applications, and we have 3-4 positions. So the intake rate is about 0.1%. So it is almost like CAT. May the best candidates get into that. All right. Next slide, please. We'll divide this into 2 parts. Part number 1, we will talk about us. We'll talk about the case study, 20-25 minutes, followed by which we'll take questions. Whatever questions you have, put it in the chat window. The team will answer some questions. Some I will answer the questions. Feel free to ask as many questions as possible. We are happy to answer those questions. My quick background, I'm founder of WeMentor.ai and YUGMA.ai. We are a 4-year-old company. I worked in the Piramal Group for 22 years. I was Group CHRO, CEO, and President Strategy at different point of time. I was board member for Ola Group of Companies and senior advisor. Some of the accolades I have is, Asia's top 550 CXOs and CLO of the year. I'm an alumni of National Institute of Technology, IIM Ahmedabad and Goa Institute of Management. In a single sentence, if I have to brief who am I, probably, I'm a teacher at heart and entrepreneur by choice. Probably 25, 26 years, I've been associated closely with several engineering MBA colleges since I'm extremely passionate about teaching. So that's broadly my background. And thank you once again for the wonderful response. Even we didn't hope, but we got 4,000 applications from 60 colleges. All right, next, please. I want to give you a quick gist on why we started this company and what do we do. So since I was associated with several of the MBA colleges, a lot of colleges used to call me to do some guest sessions, which I used to do over years. Hundreds of colleges I visited and I used to do that. Probably about 10 years back, one of the colleges invited me and said that I need to mentor a student by doing a mock interview. Now, the moment I went to the college and started interviewing people, what I realized is that after about 3-4 minutes into the interview, I realized that the student was no good. I actually thought I should reject the student and, move on from there. Because somehow any basic questions that I asked to the student, I couldn't find an answer out of it. I asked questions in different fashion, but somehow I could not get an answer, satisfactory answer. One part of me said that reject the candidate. One part of me said that today I'm in mentorship mode. So let me just have little more deeper conversation with the candidate. So I asked this candidate saying that there are 11 lakh MBAs passing out of India. And that's a message to all of you as well. 11 lakh MBAs are passing out of India, 25 lakh engineers are passing out. There are probably 6,000 plus MBA, PGDM, MMS colleges in India. There are 9,000 plus engineering professional programs in India. So I asked the candidate, you are one among those 11 lakhs. What is one differentiation that you have compared to others? The candidate actually explained to me saying that if you give me any retail format, I am going to explain how to set up the retail and what is the profit matrices of the retail. I was shocked, surprised, and I gave her a few formats. I gave her fashion, I gave her designs, I gave her, shoes, I gave her accessories. I said, if this is the retail outlet, how would you set it up? I was pleasantly surprised. She knew everything, absolutely to the point. While the language was not great, the communication skill was not good, but about retail, she completely understood everything in that sense. Now, that day, I felt that every human being has a strength. Whether you are from IIM, whether you are from some other institute, each of the human beings have a strength. So mentor's responsibility is to identify the strength and help the person achieve the career goals. Instead of saying what is not good with people, let's identify what is good with people, build on that, and help students to make their career. Now, that day I decided that whenever we make a company, the company has to be something around mentorship. And obviously, as an individual, I would be able to mentor 50, 100 people. So we decided that we should create a company, a mentorship company, but at a scale where thousands and millions of people are mentored. We mentors, college students, and corporate people as well. Probably we work with, we mentor about 30,000 students in a given year and probably about 6,000, 7,000 corporate people. So we are proud to say that right from CEOs of several companies to students of MBA and engineering, we mentor. It's a very structured program, 12, 18 months program that we run across campuses and companies to help people move to the next level. It's not just an interview-ready program to tell you what kind of tie you should wear and what kind of pen you should hold and what kind of things you should speak. It's a program which is 1.5 years to help you understand behavioral skills, functional skills, and sectorial skills, and imparts knowledge like sustainability, AI, ML, and a host of those things to talk about. So that's in a nutshell what we are. The mission of the company is to touch the lives and careers of 500,000 learners by enhancing their employability quotient. We are very proud to say that we are one of the fastest growing profitable startup. Very few edutechs in India are profitable. We are profitable from a profit after tax perspective, and we have been growing reasonably well in different parts of streams that we are working with. We are known as V-Mentor in the corporate world. We are known as YUGMA in the B School and engineering world, to say so. Yeah. Next slide, please. These are some of the companies we work with, be it Reliance, Ola, Aditya Birla Group, Mahindra, C8, PwC, Godrej, Infosys, TCS, so on and so forth. We work with about 60 odd corporates across India, and in turn work with 6,000-7,000 employees of there, helping them move to the next level through a structured mentorship program. Even with these companies, we work for 6 months, 8 months, and 12 months to help them move to the next level, to say so. Every month, probably we keep adding 1 or 2 new companies to talk about. And in a short span of 4 years, we have achieved a reasonable leadership position in the space that we occupy. Next, please. These are some of the areas in which we mentor the corporates, be it design thinking, AI, ML, go-to-market strategy, sustainability, leadership development, digitalization, innovation, HR transformation, etc. As you see the names of the logos of the companies, probably, out of the 50 companies listed in Sensex, we work with about 20 of those companies. Combined total of market cap of the companies we work with probably accounts for 70% of, BSE or NSE stocks put together. Next, please. These are the colleges that we work with. So it's an ecosystem. We have colleges one side, we have corporates one side. Many of the corporates used actually our data for shortlisting to find out which of the students have done what, etc., because we are involved with the students for 12 to 18 months, to say so. Be it a company like Mahindra, be it a company like C8, companies like Yangpu, etc. They use essentially our data, what we gather, our assessment that we gather from the student community and the colleges that we are associated to use as shortlist for their placements and host of those things. These are some of the colleges that we are associated with. We are associated probably with 100 plus colleges. I'm glad that some of the students who are on the call are part of these colleges where we are associated for a long time. Yeah, next, please. Now, in a nutshell, in 10 minutes, I've briefed what we are. So we are set of about 300 people spread across different parts of India, mainly 4 cities where we are present in, but we have clients across in India. Out of the 300 people, probably 30, 40 of us have been CEOs and CXOs of very large setups, more than $1 billion. We are in the business of helping people become more employable. You could be a vice president, you could be a CEO, you could be a student. Whatever it takes for you to move to the next level of employability by acquiring skills, that's the business we are into. Short span of 4 years, we are probably among the top 10 players in the space that we occupy in. In the student markets, probably we are in the top 5 space amongst the hundreds of players who are in this space. So that's our background per se. And as I've mentioned that $8 billion Piramal Group, I used to be the CEO and Group CHRO. And I've been advisor and on the board of some of the unitechs like unicorns like Piramal Group. This is our last pre-placement talk. So we would give you now the instructions. We believe that we don't want to, shortlist based on resume, because we feel that not everything of what you are or what is your talent, we would not know from resumes. So we do not shortlist based on resumes. We have invited 60 colleges, all 60 have participated, 4,000 applications. So we give this opportunity to all 4,000 of the students to participate, in the first round. So it is a case study based first round. So what we essentially do is that we give you a case study. After this call by tonight, your placement teams are going to get the case study. It's a web link. As a backup, we also give you a Google form. All the details of the case is mentioned in that to say so. So essentially, the case study is all about digital marketing strategy of YUGMA. What is the current state of digital presence that we have from your perspective? What is our social media presence? Who is our target? What kind of product do we offer, and what kind of technology do we have? How do we enhance our digital presence? How do we become a way of life for Gen Z? How do we become, in quote unquote, influencer in the space that we talk about? That's the project that we are talking about, or that's the, the case study for you to get into summer internships, to say so. Extremely important that we are giving you a real live case study, because half a dozen of our team members are actually working on this project. We have an agency which is working. So this is not a theoretical tick box exercise, but a real problem that we are trying to solve. In the past, in the year 2019, we started our company in November, and 4 months from there, COVID started. Many of the large companies have withdrawn summer offers, withdrawn final offers. You must have heard about it from your seniors. We were the only company where we actually started taking more number of people in a recession year or COVID year. So we have this tradition of taking a lot of summer interns, 40, 50 of them in different projects, research associates, 4, 5 of them, and do real projects with them. So what we can promise is these projects would be real. You will have an opportunity to work with very senior level of people. And most of the things that you would do in this project are something which you could implement and see and learn. Goes without saying, if you do the project very well, you would get a pre-placement offer from our company, which, as I said, is a profit-making, fast-growing startup in that sense, to say so. So this is a great opportunity for each of you to apply and, if I were to say, take the case study, and I will explain how we evaluate at different stages from your perspective. Yeah. This year next, please. So there are 3 rounds. There are 3 rounds of this case study. Round number 1, which is what I'm talking to you. By tonight, you will get the link. Talk to your placement. If they have not got it, let them talk to Sanika or Tisya or Aiden from our team and get that, which gives you simple 5-6 questions, and we'll give you 2-3 days time to respond. It's a simple Google sheet for you to write down your responses, which needs a bit of research, which needs a little bit of thinking. That gives us an idea of what is your thought process and understanding of the business. How do you approach to a problem which has been thrown at you? How do you suggest you go about by research, and what is your orientation on research? And how do you look at digital marketing, digital strategy of a company? These are simple 5-6 questions. A Google form where you'll have to fill those answers and submit to us. That's first round. There are timelines, deadlines, which we will give it to you in a moment from now. Once we receive the applications, 4,000 applications, A panel of senior level people from the industry would go through that, and we will shortlist approximately 50 to 75 or probably 100 of those out of 4,000 which we receive. Those 50, 75, 100 people who have been shortlisted would be called for a meeting, and an industry CEO would mentor you for a couple of hours to say that how do you sharpen your research and how to go about by the research. And we will give you 1 or 2 days for you to polish your answers, make a presentation out of that and submit the presentation. Once we get the presentation, we will go through all the 100 presentations, we will evaluate it, and we will pick up the top 10 to 15 presentations. Top 10 to 15 presentations, which is on 17th of February. You would have a panel of CEOs sitting in the virtual calls, listening to your presentation, 10, 12 minutes presentation on your approach, your thought process, problem solving, your strategic management thinking, so on and so forth, followed by some questions that we will have. Basis your performance in that presentation, we would probably pick up 3 to 5 people as our summer interns to say so. So as you have seen, that it is a fairly thorough round, and your opportunity to be among 0.1% of the people who have applied. As I've said, 10 of the IIMs and 5 of the IIT School of Managements, XLRA to XIM to GIM to Jamna Lal Bajaj to NMIMS to Symbiosis to FMS to IFT to IHMR to Dalmia to Chetna to MET. Several wonderful colleges have applied for this. It's a wonderful way of proving yourself, in the environment that we talked about. So there are 3 rounds. Now we will start with first round. So by evening, you will get it and you'll get some time for you to fill that up. Yeah. Next, please. So what is in it for you? I think it's extremely important that as students, you need to know that, what do you get by doing all of this? By attending this competition and doing it, you would get a hands-on experience in digital marketing strategy. The top performers, the 3-5 of them, we would absorb them as summer interns for 2-5 months, depending on what your college schedule is. 25,000 rupees per month stipend that we pay during this period of time. It's an opportunity for you to work with CEO level people across, different stages of this project that we are talking about. It's an opportunity for you to get mentored with very, very senior level people from the industry from that perspective. And most important, you are co-creating the future of the company. We have grown the way we have grown in the last 4 years. Our next leap of growth, you are co-creating with us. And as I've mentioned in the past, that it is a culture in our company to take a lot of summer interns, and we give real projects. I mean, in the year 2020, when COVID was hit, we had enough IIT people, IIM people, IMT Ghaziabad people to IMI, IFT, MDI Gurgaon, XLRA, etc. And some of the work they did is extremely valuable. And we are very proud to say that every year summer interns who work with us really create wonderful projects and products out of it and help us grow from that point of view. So we acknowledge the fact that we have built this company based on strength of summer interns, and therefore the project is extremely live, project is extremely real. Next slide, please. Timelines. Pre-placement talk happened yesterday and today, 3rd of February we finish. Today you are going to get the the case study details and the form. 6th February, 10 p.m. is the deadline. All our deadlines are at 10 p.m. So we would not accept answers after 6th February, 10 p.m. While I'm sure there is ChatGPT, there are slide share, there are a lot of tools. Remember that we also use the tools all the time. So we are looking for original thinking from that perspective. Once you submit on 6th February, we will take 4 or 5 days time to evaluate all the 4,000 applications we get. And 11th of February, we are going to pick up the top 50 to 100 students. We will inform the respective placement teams. On 11th or 12th, we will have small mentorship session of an FMCG CEO or a marketing head of a large company, taking you through saying that how to build a brand, what is the strategy, all of that stuff. And we would give you 1 more day's time to polish your answers, put that in a Canva or PowerPoint, do some more research, and submit us detailed reports. We will go through the reports, pick up the top 10, 15 of you, and top 10, 15 of you would present to a panel on 17th of February. And by end of 17th of February, we will have our final selections of top 3-5 interns who will do internship with us. Depending on the cycle of the college, internships are flexible to start March, April, May. It could be 2 months to 5 months, depending on your exams and schedules that we talk. And you would directly work with the founding team for this project to say. Next, please. This is only open for 23-25 batch. A lot of students and colleges came to us yesterday, day before, saying that, can our 22-24 students also apply? Answer is no. We are looking for people from marketing, strategy, operations, general management background to apply for this. You have already applied. We find that some of the students, give us wrong information during registration. We have right to eliminate anybody at any stage if we find that there are any ethical issues or if there is, any wrong data that has been provided by the students. We have given you the timelines. There would not be any change in the timelines. So would request all of you as students, as well as the placement teams, not to ask for any extensions. Some of you may have exams, some of you may have something else, but given that 60 colleges and 4,000 students are there, no way that we will be able to extend the timelines for you. It's a single participant competition, not a group competition. So we would want each of you to do it independently. Only we will give it to registered participants. You know that 31st registrations got closed. So if you have not registered as of 31st, you will not eligible for participation in this. Through your placement, you will receive the invitation for the registered participants for you to participate on that. These are the rules of the game. Yeah, this year next. So what are the kind of the projects? So those 3 to 5 people who get selected, the kind of projects you will do is developing effective go-to-market strategy for tier 2, tier 3 cities. Today, we operate in about 9-10 cities in India. We wish to go to another 20 cities. We have identified those cities. So we are working on strategies to enter into those cities to talk about. These are Hublis and Kanpurs and Trichy and Coimbatore and, those kind of emerging cities, Raipur, etc. that we are talking about. So the summer intern would work with us, work with me and my co-founders to figure out what's the strategy for go-to-market to these cities. Second project would be conducting an in-depth market analysis to identify opportunities of competition. There is unorganized competition, there is organized competition, right? There is online competition, there is offline competition. What is our USP? What's the value proposition? How do we position ourselves? Third project is around new product development. How is our product? What changes have to be done? What's the pricing of the product? What should be the miniature version of that? What's the prototype of that? That's third project. The last project is more in terms of digital marketing strategies for our company to say. So if you actually look at it, all the projects are strategic in nature. All the projects are real projects. All the projects will give you a feel of how startups and technology companies work in India. It gives you a feel of working with senior level people from the industry. So that's pretty much the projects that we are going to give. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah. So now we are open for questions. If you're asking a question, I would like the person to switch on the cameras, ask us the questions, whatever you have, or you can ask the questions on the chat window as such. Raise your virtual hand, so that we would be able to give an opportunity for you to ask questions. This year, shut down, yeah. If anyone has any questions, raise your virtual hand or put that on the chat window. We'll be happy to answer. We'll wait for 1 more minute. If there are any questions, we'll be happy to answer. If there are no questions, we assume that there are no questions. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Aman, please identify your college. I'm not going to answer without that. Yeah, Aman, the range of our placements would be about, depending on your work experience and stuff, but between 9 to 12 lakh rupees. The range is 9 to 12 lakh rupees. I've mentioned that. All right, looks like there are no more questions. Okay, there is. Aditi, which college are you from?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Aditi, which college are you from? Frankly, don't mind me saying this, but I thought it's a very basic question. And, when you're doing a research, how can you not have field primary research being done? So definitely there will be primary research that you'll have to do. How can you do a strategy project without doing a primary research? Yeah. Anyway, thank you. One sec. Next question. Let me ask. Yeah. Sandeep, is the process online? Yeah. Most of the process would be online. Maybe the final presentation, depending on your locations, we may ask you to come to our respective office. Rest of the process would be online. The project would be a combination hybrid project. When you actually start, if you get selected and you actually start doing, it's a hybrid project. We have offices in 4 locations. So for the competition, depending on where you are, either we'll call you on Zoom link or we will call you to our offices. Raju, as I've said, very good question. That Raju, this is the 3rd pre-placement talk we are having. Yesterday we had, today we had, and some of the colleges had 250, 300 people joining on one Zoom call, in that sense to say so. So we had close to 3,800 people probably attending the Zoom call. We had 250 people attending from one single college, Goa Institute of Management. We had probably about another 175, 200 attending from BIMTech. So they all were in a conference room and they have attended. So therefore, 3,800 people have attended. So your question is not valid. There are 60 colleges which are eligible in that sense. Some of them who had genuine reason, including PMO visit to the colleges, we are sending video recording to those set of people to say. Yeah. Raju, I answered your question. From I am Shirmur, YUGMA being. I'm not expecting technology awareness in that sense to say so. We are looking for somebody with deep knowledge of strategy, marketing, operations kind of person who will kind of solve some problems for us. I am not looking for somebody who's a programmer or who understands how to do programming. That's not the project. The project is more around go-to-market strategy, understanding customer segments, so on and so forth. Yeah, Ashwini, I hope I answered your question. Dipanshi, I thought I was very clear in terms of what are the projects, what is in it for you. So I don't know what's the question you have when you say, what are the opportunity for interns? I told you about the 4 projects. I read out tier 2 cities. We talked about go-to-market strategy. We talked about digitalization strategy. We talked about product management. These are the 4 opportunities that you have. Without college, I'm not going to answer. Okay. So unless you have your college being mentioned, I'm not going to answer the question. Shreya, I don't know which college you belong to. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Dipanshi, you have raised your hands. I hope I answered your question. Yeah, Dipanshi, did I answer your question, please? You had a question, I answered the question. Is that closed or you have further question? Yeah, thank you. Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, and New Delhi, these are the 4 locations that, but most of the work is either Mumbai, Pune. As I said, depending on your location, we may ask you to come to your office if you're selected, or, it could be a hybrid project as well. We mentioned about stipend, 25, somebody has messaged me, so 25,000 rupees per month. how many months projects that we will discuss based on your semester and your college, what are the principles of your college. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for these questions and good luck. And if you're shortlisted, we will again meet probably on 11th or 12th for your sessions. Yeah, good luck. And, you have got reasonable time, 3-4 days time to think over and put that answers. And remember, it's a beautiful opportunity because 60 colleges are participating. So it's one opportunity for you to prove yourself in that sense and test yourself in that sense. Thank you so much and good luck to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.